Hey guys, today I want to show you the DEWALT Tire Inflator, a compact and powerful tool that has been incredibly useful for me. In this video I will share everything you need to know, including its features, performance, and my personal experience. This is a cordless 20-volt tire inflator that can handle a pressure range from 3 to 160 psi. However, there are some limitations that I will explain later. This inflator offers two power options. The first is using a DEWALT compatible battery, which is not included in the package, so you will need to purchase it separately if you don't already own one. And the second option is to power it using your car's 12-volt socket with the included cord that comes in a handy compartment on the side. This tire inflator is incredibly easy to use. The battery slot is located at the bottom, and once the battery is securely in place, you can turn it on using this button. It comes with two screens, one that displays the current tire pressure, while the other allows you to set your desired pressure anywhere from 3 to 160 psi. After setting the pressure, just press the play button and the inflator takes care of the rest. There's also a second button that switches the inflator to blowing air. This is because the tire inflator comes with a second motor specifically designed for inflating items like air mattresses or other inflatables. To use it, simply connect the tube located on the right side to the dedicated port. Here, you will also find this other port for extracting air, which is perfect for quickly deflating items like inflatable beds or camping gear. On that same side, you will also find some accessories for inflating items like sports balls or other inflatables. Another useful feature is the built-in light, which can be turned on with this button. It's not the brightest, but it's definitely helpful in low-light situations. Talking about the design, this thing feels solid and well made. It seems like it can handle drops or regular use without a problem. It definitely doesn't feel cheap. It's got a nice handle that makes it easy to carry around and move wherever you need it. And for the weight, it is about 5.6 pounds without the battery. Another feature I really appreciate is the length of the inflation hose. It is noticeably longer than many others I have used. This extra length is especially useful because tires don't always line up perfectly with the nozzle at ground level. With other models, the shorter hose would sometimes leave it hanging awkwardly, but this inflator solves that problem. Well, let's move on to the testing part and see how this inflator performs. For my first test, I used it on my car, which has small to medium-sized tires. I set the pressure to 30 psi. One important thing to keep in mind is that the manual says you shouldn't run the inflator for more than 10 minutes straight. This is because the motor can get pretty hot, and using it longer could cause damage. If you need to use it for more than 10 minutes, it's best to let it cool down before starting it up again. There is no automatic shutoff to prevent you from exceeding the 10-minute limit, so it will continue to work if you're not careful. Keeping this in mind is essential for maintaining the inflator's performance and durability. Well, the inflator completed the task in just 3 minutes and 47 seconds, which is faster than all the other models I've tested before. This makes it a solid option for quick and efficient tire inflation. The inflator also automatically shuts off once it reaches the desired pressure. To ensure accuracy, I double-checked the pressure with a separate gauge and it was spot on. Based on this, I'd estimate that inflating a larger tire, such as one from an SUV, would take around 6 minutes, which is still quite efficient for a tire of that size. Another test I wanted to conduct was to check how long the battery would last. However, this will entirely depend on the size of the battery you use. To estimate this, I connected the inflator to a portable power station to measure its power consumption. It showed that the inflator uses around 90 watts when running. Currently, I'm using a standard 20-volt 5 amp hour battery. To calculate the runtime, we start by finding the battery's energy capacity, which is measured in watt-hours. This is done by multiplying the voltage by the amp-hour rating. Then, we divide the battery's capacity by the power consumption of the inflator, which gives us a total of 1.1 hours, which is 66 minutes of runtime in total. If we consider that inflating a regular car tire takes about 6 minutes, this means you could inflate approximately 11 car tires on a single charge using a 20-volt 5 amp battery like this one. However, keep in mind the 10-minute runtime limit mentioned in the manual. About the noise level, it does make some noise, but it's definitely quieter than most inflators I've used. And the last test I did was inflating a basketball to 8 psi, which it managed to complete in just 49 seconds. Overall, I think this inflator is a solid tool. It's versatile, efficient, and simple to use. Thank you so much for watching. I've added the product link in the description, and if you decide to use it, I'll earn a small commission at no extra cost to you. It really helps support the channel. And if you have any questions or comments, feel free to share them below.